Hi guys, welcome to my channel, guys. So Ngozi Orabueze updates Biafrans on what's currently going on with the decision of the court in respect of Simon Ekpa's bail conditions, and also she spoke about a law that is concerning the government, and also that has to do with the Biafran currency, and that will be in circulation soon. But I'd like you guys to hear from her direct.
She has never made a formal report to the United Nations. Isn't that what she's supposed to do? If United Nations is truly an organization that cares for peace in the world, for human rights, for human dignity, isn't that what that lady sitting right there beside Guterres is supposed to do? To report those killings, to report that the Nigerian state reintegrates non-terrorists into the security, into the army, into the police. Our country does that. Isn't that what she's supposed to do? Because she knows by reporting that, actions will be taken and things like that will stop. But there is a reason why she was planted there as the Assistant Secretary of the United Nations, to be there to ensure that their agenda is fully achieved. But their cups are full. I want to use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, His Excellency, Obatobie. As the Nigerian state collude with Finland to suffer our Prime Minister, to isolate him, to try him for nothing except let my people go, to deny him all most of the medical services that he needs, to deny him of his friends, to deny him of his basic right, to destroy his businesses, destroy everything he's doing by isolating him, taking him away for almost 6-7 months. As Finland does that, there is only one reason for that: to stop the full restoration and protection of the United States of Biafra, nothing more. That is the only reason. For Nigeria to achieve that, they will go to any length through transnational repression to ensure that those that speak up for the independence of Biafra, they are taken away. That was exactly what Finland did, colluding with Nigeria state. Finland was fully aware that the Nigerian state are killing thousands of Christians every year. The reports are everywhere. They're on social media. They are a Western country. They are fully aware of that. If they say they are not on Twitter, they are not on YouTube, they got the official report from the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, to Alexander Stubb office about the killings of the Nigerian state. It was formally presented, it was formally reported to Finland by Simon Ekpa. What did Finland do with that report? A member of the European Union Human Rights Committee, Finland is supposed to investigate anywhere there is a report of human rights abuse in the world. It doesn't have to be just in Finland. Anywhere in the world, they're supposed to intervene. And what is the purpose of intervening? To make the world a better place. At least they can try the little they can. Nobody is expecting them to tell Tinubu what to do. Nobody is expecting them to tell Nigerian politicians what to do. We are the one that will tell Tinubu and the Nigerian politicians what to do. But on the international level, Finland signing up to be a member of the European Union, or the Human Rights Committee, all these committees, Commonwealth, they are bound by the charters that establish those organizations to report those human rights abuses, those killing of Christians here in the world, as long as it was reported to them. Did Finland do anything? What did they do? No, they didn't do anything. Rather, Finland is the one prosecuting the person that made that report to Finland government. Instead of Finland to intervene to stop the killing of Christians in Nigeria and Biafran, instead of Finland to intervene and caution Nigeria about the human rights abuses, instead of Finland to intervene and promote freedom of speech, freedom of the people to decide who is going to be a leader, self-determination, self-defense. Instead of Finland to promote that, they turn around to do the opposite by attempting to criminalize our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in the court. That's exactly what they did. Our Prime Minister is being tried in the criminal court. It is a criminal case that Finland brought against our Prime Minister. It was not a civil case. They are trying to criminalize him. That's what Alexander Stubb is doing. Trying to criminalize our Prime Minister, who brought a report to you on the criminality going on in Nigeria. How this suppression and subjugation and terrorism is going to take over, or is going to win over freedom. We are going to see how it's going to end. So we use this opportunity to thank our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, for your resilience, for what you do, for protecting us, for protecting the people of Biafra from the killing being perpetuated on a daily basis by the Nigerian government, using the reintegrated terrorists whom they support, in bracket, rehabilitate, give them homes, give them arms, hire them in the military, in the police, give them AK-47, while they turn around to pursue their major reason, which is the Islamization agenda, Nigeria and Biafra land, killing people with impunity, killing hundreds of Christians without any concern by the Nigerian military or by the Nigerian defense team. Christopher Musa, he's just there watching why innocent indigenous Nigerians are massacred in their hundreds every day, killed in their numbers. How many times have any of you seen Nigerian Defense Chief Christopher Musa come out to publicly condemn the killings of innocent and indigenous Nigerians, indigenous Christians in Nigeria? The one that happened in Benue State last week or 2 weeks ago. How many of you saw Christopher Musa come out to talk about those killings? None. None. President Tinubu of Nigeria, when he came, he said he's going to go at his own time. The upper week Wednesday, when he has the time. Meanwhile, over 250 innocent souls, Christians, were massacred on the night. They were crying for help. They were calling the military. They were calling Nigerian police. No help came for over 3-4 hours. These reintegrated terrorists that were brought in by President Tinubu and Christopher Musa was on a killing spree. I mean, they kill in the most gruesome manner. Some of the pictures, when you see that, you will go into depression for the next 2 or 3 years when you remember how these innocent Nigerians, innocent citizens were killed. There was no help from anyone. Christopher Musa never sent anybody to help them. Innocent children, men and women, young girls were locked up in a room and they were set on fire. They were locked up. They were set up on fire. Children were screaming. Mothers were screaming. Young men, young women were screaming for help. Tinubu was nowhere to be found. Christopher Musa was nowhere to be found. Bianco Ono was nowhere to be found. Why this killing were going on for over 3-4 hours? They were left for no protection in the hands of no one. Any leader that fails to protect the lives and property of the people that are under him should resign immediately. He's not fit to be a leader. And this is just one case that happened in Benue. So many cases all over Nigeria, all over Biafra land, every day. Just being a Nigeria is a death sentence, regardless of who you are, whether you are a child, whether you are an adult, whether you're a teenager. Just having that name, coming from that entity, is a pure death sentence. That was why the United States of Biafra exited from Nigeria on November the 29th, 2024, when we convened in Lahti, Finland, to redeclare the independent state of the sovereign state of the United States of Biafra. Because we cannot fold our hands and think that help is going to come from above. Nobody is going to help us. We are the one that will help ourselves. We are the one that will stop these killings. Since the United Nations cannot tell Tinubu to stop the killings, since the African Union cannot do that, since the Commonwealth cannot do that, since Finland, Alexander Stark cannot do that, since no one can do that, it is now left for us, all of us, now defend ourselves. That is exactly what we are doing. That is why we raise funds to help to defend our land. It is our right to do that. So as we remember our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, we hope that Finland will let him go home. Let him go. He has not committed any crime. The person that committed the crime, that is a terrorist, that is encouraging terrorists, that is financing terrorists, is Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and Bianco. No, those people that came to give you those reports, they are the criminals. They are the bad ones. They are the ones you need to try and sentence to life imprisonment. Not Simon Ekpa. Let Simon Ekpa go. So as all of you were aware, Finland has finished the trial of our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. According to them, the sentencing or the judgment will come up in September. But they said between the time the case has ended, which was I think on Wednesday, and within Wednesday and the next 2 weeks, within that timeline, they will now talk about the bail condition for our Prime Minister. That condition you see they told you about is not just dependent on what they're doing in Finland. Because if Finland at all has the interest of poor, innocent, indigenous Nigerians and Biafrans at heart, this trial wouldn't even have started in the first place. With the information Alexander Stubb has, this trial going on about Simon Ekpa wouldn't even have started at all. Because he has the information, he knows what is going on. He got the formal official report. This trial wouldn't even have started, talk less of incarcerating Simon Ekpa for almost 6-7 months, destroying everything he has, destroying him psychologically, emotionally, literally just making him to die. That's just it. They want him dead. That is what it is. You want the innocent man dead, and the criminal that is killing people, Christopher Musa, Tinubu, Bianco, you allow them to walk freely into Finland and out. The Nigeria Interior Minister moved into Finland to plan for the extradition of Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. That was why he was in Finland during the trial. That was a plot. That was why Tinubu and Christopher Musa sent him to Finland to facilitate the extradition of Simon Ekpa to Nigeria so they will kill him. That's all. It's just to kill, because that is the terrorist. They follow the terrorist manner of which Tinubu and Christopher Musa and BIAFRA represent, is to kill any opposition. That is their plan. To remove our prime minister, set him into Nigeria. Probably inside the plane, they will just knock him out for the rest of his life. Knock him out, kill him. That was the plan. That was Nigerian plan. That was their collusion with Finland. But thank God for some of us that are alive today. And thank God for all the international community that have heard our cry. Thank God for all the individuals that knows what is going on in Nigeria. And they have intervened in the right places to ensure that the criminal state of Nigeria does not continue to spread their physics all over the world. Somebody have to stop. Apart from all the Biafrans present at this time, the friends of Biafrans all over the world are also stopping this madness. And we thank each and every one of them. You all know yourselves. Those that walked behind the scene to ensure that the Nigerian state does not kill Simon Ekpa with Finland in exchange for the contract that's been given to Finland. That contract, it has been signed and sealed. It's all about take yours and deliver mine. They've gotten the contract. It was all over the social media. So what is Finland's side of the story? Deliver him. That is it. Deliver Simon Ekpa. That was the sacrificial lamb. He was the sacrificial lamb. But thank God for all the people that are intervening, still intervening by the second, to ensure that the terrorist state of Nigeria does not continue this transnational repression that they did. It is going to stop. We are going to fight it. It is our right. So we wait for Finland within the next 2 weeks to see what they will do. I want to also use this opportunity to thank our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu for being resilient. We thank him for what he is doing, what he goes through. We thank Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, who has been held by the same Nigerian terrorist state for almost 5 years for nothing. He didn't do anything except let my people go. We do not want to live in a country that reintegrates non-terrorists into the military and police. That is all Nnamdi Kanu is saying. And Nigerian government, in their usual normal way, because that's what they've been doing for the past 15 years. They plan. They invade. You all know the people that we are paid by the Nigerian state to sue, to take us to court, the United States of Biafra government and their executives. These are paid agents of the Nigerian state that are trying to disrupt what we are doing. They have no case. Their case is dead on arrival. We are ready to confront them. What they are doing is what their paymasters need to do. When they cannot destroy Nnamdi Kanu, when they cannot destroy Simon Ekpa, they go after Dr. Orabueze and the USB cabinet. Sue them to court. And that is what they do, just to disturb what we're doing. I call it because they will never succeed. It's a promise. So we have our attorneys, our legal representatives taking care of them. And you will not be moved one bit. You can also see their agents that we are supposedly be the Biafrans that are willing to do the struggle with us. You can see what they do on social media. You can see how they're all confessing. The thing is that some of us saw like 7 months ago. Some of them are just seeing it now. Spirit of Biafra will continue to take care of them. Do not be moved with their rantings on the social media. They can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. At the end of the day, you see this United States of Biafra government, we are the ones that will say what is going to happen on it. We are in charge. Nothing will stop us. Nothing. No matter the angle, no matter the form, no matter how they come, nothing will stop them. Because what we are doing is the right thing. We have the right to defend our land. We have the right to defend our people from the Fulani invaders that are destroying our farms, destroying our homes, killing our mothers, raping our young girls, taking over our businesses. We have the right to defend them. We must do that. Nobody's going to do that for us. America already have enough problem in their hand. Russia has already enough problem. Ukraine has enough problem. Israel have enough problem. These people are fighting for their countries. We must fight for our country. That is why we're asking you to donate. Give us the money, give us the resources so that we will continue to defend our people from these terrorists that are sent in by the Nigerian state and their agents that pretend to be in this struggle. Be not moved. Biafra is a continuum from Odumegwu Ojukwu to Wazulike to Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa to my humble self, Orabueze. Nobody else, nothing else exists except this continuum. Any other thing from anywhere is being sponsored by the Nigerian terrorist state. I'm telling you. Anything else, anywhere, is sponsored by the Nigerian terrorist state. Biafrans, do not give them the inch. Not let them mislead you. Do not let them manipulate you. That's what they're paid to do. To make it look as if there is parallel government. Maybe there is another Biafra. There is another. There is only one United States of Biafra. Under my leadership, under Nnamdi Kanu, under Wazulike, and under Odumegwu Ojukwu. Nothing else exists anywhere. Any other thing is fake. Any other thing anywhere is planted by the Nigerian state. Maybe some of you may have been noticing some of them coming up now. Oh, we are this, we are this. Do not be moved, Biafrans. Do not be carried away. They are all fraudulent. None of them presents this continuum that mentioned to you. Only that line. Nothing else. Nothing else. When they call and say, one piece here, we want peace here. Do not be moved. That peace you think they want is just a way to hide, to manipulate, and take us back to the legitimate governors, to Nigerian state that we've already rejected. Do not be part of that crime against Biafran. Do not be part of that crime. Just allow them to continue to run. Hello, Biafrans, as you all are aware, we have our currency. Our own Ejema is out. We thank God. We are so happy. We are going home. We have our Ejema printed by one of the best minting companies, one of the best and highest minting company in the world that sees us, that knows our story, that wants to help us. And they are ready to do anything possible to ensure that the United States of Biafra stands as a sovereign nation where they can come and relax and build and help us build our nation. We thank them for what they do. You all are aware of the denominations we have in our Ejema. So those two samples were made, the 1 and the 100. Remember, we have the 10. Our Onyendu said it's the 10. We have the 25. We have the 100. But our target at this time is to ensure that our currency, we start using it in Biafra land, in the exchange, not only in Biafra land, but across the globe, in the money market. I thank all the cabinet members that are working day and night behind the scene to ensure that this comes to fruition. I thank our Secretary of Trade, Honorable Benjamin, for what you do, and all the wonderful secretaries of the United States of Biafra government that works round the clock to ensure that nobody distracts us. We don't need no distraction from anyone. Our ID card is in the process, and Biafra, in the next couple of weeks, our international Biafra passport will be out. We are ready to start out. We are working closely with our partners that will help us in this angle, but on the passport section and on our travel section back to the United States of Biafra. We're working on all that. Our recognition is on top gear. We have a lot of great countries supporting us, and very soon, Biafrans will be hearing news about our allies. They are increasing by the day, and I thank those who are working behind the scene to ensure that the Nigerian state stop killing in Biafra land.